Okay. So five, four, three, two. Welcome to the Earth is Ghetto podcast. I am Sydney,
And I am Aaron.
and we have a special guest host who, by the way, was done so dirty by the TikTok algorithm the first time we tried to do this. When I say ain't no sound come out, we couldn't even upload the video. So this is the second coming of Jay is so cool, okay? With clear audio. Amen. All right.
Ashe.
So, Jay, go ahead and introduce yourself for us.
Amen. Honestly, hi everyone. I'm back. Oh my goodness, it's a very honor to come back. Pretty much the channel. I was telling her last time, and I was like, "Girl, you know, I sound like I'm like 5 blocks away in Atlanta."
The entire
So
time.
it was quite insane, honestly. And even just in case, I even have like a recorder going on just in case if something happens this time. So yeah.
Look at us having backup.
I always got my backup. Honestly, Mama always told me like, don't leave home without any without any like stuff that you desperately need just in case. So yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and get directly into it. And again, today it is going to be Jay is so cool, Sydney and Aaron talking today. Now we're gonna go directly into our mental health check-in. And we're gonna start with you, Aaron. Since you
Ah,
always want to start with me, bitch. Go ahead.
you right. I do be like,
You
Sydney,
you
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 first.
and I'm like whore. So no, your turn.
I'm I'm feeling cute, you know. I mean, as we know, today we've entered World War III officially. I don't know, but for that to be a thing, still feeling cute. I'm still sane in a way. Of course, sometimes I feel because type 2 bipolar. I feel that depression trying to ease its way in. Sometimes saying, "Hey, girl," but I've learned to be like, "No, bitch, not right now." So that's what I'm going through. I'm in a good headspace.
Beautiful.
Hmm.
Okay, Jay.
Okay. My mental health is it's doing all right, pretty much. Not too bad, honestly, since the New Year's has completely started. Honestly, um, I pretty much so far as this year has started, pretty much have come up with plans to just go back to photography finally. Just get my goals back on track. Honestly, and enjoyment of the stuff I love and the stuff I enjoy and desired. Honestly, um, on top of that, I just got done finishing the Walking Dead gaming Telltale game series, so I was very happy and excited about that. Feel a
You're
little depressed
you're
about the
finishing
complete.
Walking Dead the game?
Yes, I finished the whole series. Honestly, it was so crazy. I
Listen, that's one of my
I
favorite
was
games. I finished that one
I
too.
love
Yes.
I was super depressed after finishing it that I was like, okay, let me turn on some Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends just to get myself feel better.
Oh, I used to
I just
always watch that show.
my God,
No,
honestly.
and just to go ahead and shout out Jay is so cool's game choices. This nigga was suggesting Life is Strange to me for the longest
Oh
time, and it took
yes.
forever for me to play it. And then I
I
played
was
it, and
like,
I
girl,
say,
hurry up.
yo, Jay is so cool. They were so patient with a bitch. No, but I like when I say it was Life is Strange too. Listen, I got everything from Don't Nod the Company. That's the spiral that Jay is so cool led me into. But I digress. Okay, so
Oh, also, just one more thing. Honestly, other New Year's resolution pretty much you know, like I have basically been losing a lot of weight pretty much so far. Honestly, I was from almost close to 400. Now I'm down to like 37. Honestly, and my goal is
ooh.
continuing on. Honestly, number one, honestly, just in general, have a threesome with two daddy
Listen,
ears.
yes to healthier bodies. Yes to feeling good about yourself. And also, do you have any? I know you don't really believe in New Year's resolutions in the first place. So you're like, nigga, if I'm not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. But if you were to have,
Oh, okay.
I know your ass.
right? But if you, what is your, what if you would say, what is your New Year's resolution for 2026?
In my Beyonce voice, to be happy.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
You know,
For
honestly,
real though.
no, but that's
A nigga
really,
was sad as fuck.
yeah,
And like I
yeah.
was like, bitch,
2025 was beating my ass.
Okay.
It was whooping
Yo.
It felt like
I
2025 for
felt
5 years.
I felt like I was Bonnie Bennett from the Vampire Diaries. That's how much pain I was experiencing this year. That
No,
like
it
last
felt
year.
like, when somebody tell you to go get the switch, that was 2025. Somebody go get the switch. Oh, you get to choose the size and length and thickness of the switch, but I'm still going to beat your ass. That's what
They
2025.
were like,
Oh
bitch,
my
you
God, this trauma.
stupid, you ugly, you dusty
I'm
asshole.
like, is this
That's
a
what
game
it
to y'all? Pick your weapon of choice.
An electrical cord? What did I do? Like, no, it's been 100% too much. I would say that if I was to have a New Year's resolution, it one of the biggest New Year's resolution is to be healthier. I think I've had like a really horrible relationship with my body. And I feel like in the last couple of years, I've been feeling so much better about myself, but it hasn't been able to translate because of the things that I feel like I can't do physically. So instead of it being like, I need to be a certain shape or I need to go ahead and make sure I have abs, I'm like, no, I want to be able to do a pull up. I actually want to be able to do a small dance routine
I just
and
want to
not
live.
die. Do you know what I'm saying? I want to be like, I'm realizing there are things that I can reach
And
for,
not die.
right? I'm just saying, but there are things that I want to reach for physically that have nothing to do with my body shape. And that for me feels very like empowering because usually the way that I would look at it is, oh, I need to make sure my pectoral muscles are sticking out a little bit because I've been doing these things. I want to make sure, you know what I mean? Like all of this different stuff. And I'm just like, no, I want to be able to use the roller skates I have inside my closet and skate through the neighborhood. That's a goal. And I feel like a lot of people aren't realizing that these small goals are really amazing for us to actually have. It's okay. Like Aaron went ahead and bought a new speaker. They're getting more into their music. People will think, oh, all of these small steps, these are going to be huge to a person who's been constantly told you don't get to do things that make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
don't.
Aaron, oh
No,
sorry,
go ahead.
I saw that video. Can I do karaoke with you? Because I also got a mic too.
Yeah, come
Bitch,
on,
we can
let's
make
do
a song
it.
together. I also write as well
Yeah.
too.
You know what I'm
And I got my
saying? Like,
piano. Because yeah, I got my piano a couple months ago. So I'm like, I haven't touched it yet. I'm a little upset. That's definitely a goal. Thank you for reminding me.
Mhm,
yes.
period.
Make sure that is a part of your resolution,
Because
okay?
I was gagged. I said, "Oh, and it come on a mic." Oh, y'all can be sick of me.
Listen, and all that was the little mics that I bought me and Aaron a couple years ago. That's all we got.
And look, and we still
Absolutely.
cherish that.
You know what I'm saying? But we leveling up, trying. We trying to get
Look,
there. But no, I think that as far as like New Year's resolutions, it's just being more free, being more creative, making sure that I start doing more voiceover work, actually putting myself out there as a local actress that wants to be involved in local theater. I think that, and those are things that I've always wanted to do and always been good at, by the way, but I'm just like so scared of what people are going to say and what people are going to think. The world is ending. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks anymore, guys.
let's real chase it, fam.
It might blow up tomorrow. Do the stand up
Yeah,
today. Do whatever it is you want to do today because you may not. Because I'm going to be real. When I say life comes at a nigga fast,
hmm
it be coming out so motherfucking fast. It's okay,
that's
girl.
why I'm like, start now.
Do what they when Aaron was talking on their TikTok and be like, no, I'm ready to do whatever it is that I want right now. I was just like, I don't feel like people know how empowering that is because we're
And I
always
think
waiting to be good enough to do the next thing.
hmm
Once I'm good enough, then I can do that. Once I'm good enough, then I can tackle these things. Girl,
And then when you have to remind yourself, life is such a fucking performance. Everyone's performing anyway, so who cares what they have to say?
Beyonce can do it. You can do it.
listen,
I
I
don't want to
love.
hear the excuses. If she can do it, you can do
Listen, Sasha Fierce, I love you, but I mean,
it. Hell, even Sasha Fierce got her ass up. I'm like, okay, girl, let me stop being lazy.
anyway, but no, moving
Right.
on. So we're gonna jump directly into the show. So the first topic that I have is actually the
Oh, your
snap
camera is zooming
restriction.
into Aaron.
Say what?
Your camera zoomed into Aaron for quite
Oh,
a minute.
hopefully it'll
What happened?
move out, see if something with the camera. But I don't know who has heard about the snap restrictions. Um, that have gone on now between the next last between 18 states, which I believe includes Florida, my home state that I grew up in. It doesn't shock me. You know what does shock me though? It shocks me that we see these complaints online, complaints that we've been seeing, by the way, for decades, right? Oh, those people who use food stamps, they shouldn't be able to buy soda, or they shouldn't be able to buy candy, or they shouldn't be able to enjoy themselves because you're a poor ass bitch and stay in your poor ass bitch place, right? We've been hearing these things for fucking decades. I feel like
They
the
say it
same,
about people with disability benefits as well too.
you know what I'm saying? And I
Like,
think,
I'm sorry, my disability can't prevent me from working.
like,
And it doesn't even pay you enough. It's poverty as well too.
and they don't really seem to even care about that process. But I think the issue that I'm having the most is the fact that I am seeing regular degula schmegula fucking just the most evil of the white pores actually having something to say, and it actually affecting things in real life, to the point where we had some random man going up to child care places. We had a random white man going up to child care places and being like, no one's answering the door. We don't know if it's a real place. You are a random man coming up to a place that you don't have children at. Did you think they were going to open the door? Because this man was on Trump's side, because it got so much attention, all of a sudden, all of childcare, the funds for childcare are frozen in all 50 states. And this is along with the SNAP restrictions in 18 of those 50 states. I don't think that people understand how absolutely insane it is to go ahead and tell somebody who, by the way, I feel like a lot of you don't know, about 70% of SNAP recipients absolutely work. I don't know why you think that they do not have jobs. There's people on disability that work. Do you know why? Because people on disability don't make enough to pay their bills. What the fuck are we talking about? I'm really so disgusted with the fact that people are like, good, I'm glad you can't buy a cake.
It's just so
My
fucking evil.
nigga. If
You should.
somebody's got a full-time job and they've got
It's so
5 or 6
fucking evil.
kids they have to provide for, at what point can they make the fucking cake? The child don't deserve. You do realize you're punishing kids with your bullshit. Kids who've never done shit to you. Same people are like, oh, that's not my responsibility to pay for poor kids' lunch.
But they're pro-life, right? You want to have kids, right? Make it
That's
make
a lot
fucking
of our
sense.
people.
Isn't that pro-life? You want to have kids? You want to make sure? I'm very confused.
But then when it happens to you, it's oh my god,
That's why I can't
oh
take
my
it
god.
serious.
Because what is the pro-life really supposed to be? But anyway, that's what's going
It's
on.
policing
Terms and
women's
conditions
bodies.
may
That's what it
apply.
is.
Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But that is
policing
what's going
bodies.
on. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it to Aaron first. I don't know if you knew all of that was happening or whether we discussed it before. So, but you go ahead and let us know what you think.
I just wish people would understand, the people that are saying, haha, that's what you get. This is what they wanted y'all to do, and y'all look stupid as fuck.
Talk about it.
It's like this whole, oh, see, y'all should have worked harder, or you need to find another job. Do you know how strong this AI shit is? They just laid off 25 folks the other day at my job. 20,
Are you?
yeah, from my,
Listen,
girl,
That's why I didn't get hired. Because I applied to.
yeah.
Now I know. Let me stop. Go ahead.
It's just people are still so brainwashed to believe, and then you have people saying, "Oh well, so this is what happens when you don't vote Democrat, or this is what happens when you don't vote Republican," and it's like y'all are just eating it up. They are just laughing at y'all. Meanwhile, you still gotta pay for water, pay for. I don't know.
You still have the same people who are supposed to be on your side bending to a side that you hate. And for some reason, you're willing to make every excuse in the world as to make it okay. And I'm talking to the Democrats. I am. Because we already know the Republicans are full blown racists who hate us. Duh. Why do you think I'm talking to Democrats? You seem a little bit more reasonable.
Yeah.
Stupid. Oh my God, I'm hoping you'll help. No, I'm being so like, no, I was hoping you would help us. The fuck? But no. What you have to say is, we can't go ahead and die on the hill of Palestine, even though those same IDF soldiers are also teaching cops how to kill Black people. These things are not connected. Calm down and shut up. I'm not gonna do this with you. But Jay is so cool. I don't know if you knew that those things was happening, but how do you feel about those new developments?
I really feel like with the Republican part, I'm not surprised, obviously. But hey, at least Charlie Kirk's dead, so they can kiss my ass. But for the Democrat part, okay. So as far as I'm aware, y'all do realize that same mindset, right? It's the same shit that Biden did to y'all. You do realize Biden said fuck y'all and drop out that damn election because he knew damn well that Black girl wasn't gonna fucking win. The same way you're portraying us. So, I'm not surprised, honestly. This is just, that's how they want to run shit. I mean, hey, look what it's gotten you. It's gotten you an orange fucking clown destroying this fucking country with fucking nuclear bombs. What video game is this, dude?
And I think the one thing that's so sad is because there were so many things the Democrats could have done to go ahead and clinch so many different things. And Zoran Mamdani is just proof that you.
What a fucking coward. I hate that man so fucking much.
Oh.
I really. Oh my God, the fucking thing I hear some SW workers have to suffer because, like, say here that he's not going to do to help them at all. I'm hearing rumors right now in our state pretty much that they're trying to criminalize the hell out of SW work right now at the moment.
Oh, they're trying to criminalize.
And he sat here and gave promises.
Work?
Yes, he sat here and gave promises while pretty much lying. Now he's in office, nothing. I'm hearing rumors pretty much. So, of course, that gets passed. We're fucking screwed over here.
What I will
digitally,
say,
we're screwed. Outside of it, we're screwed pretty much altogether.
No, listen. As a person who's very critical of Zoran Mamdani, I think the point that I have is that even if he's lying to everybody, he at least lied correctly. Nobody, Kamala couldn't even lie to us and be like, "Oh, I really care about Palestine, but I'm not going to do shit." Right? Mm-hmm. You could have gone ahead and lied to us. No, you couldn't even You couldn't even do that part. But what I will say is something that I'm very critical about Zoran Mamdani about, which I didn't think we were going to get to this topic so quickly. But here in that,
it goes in shuffle when we do.
We just gonna shuffle a little bit. But as far as Zoran Mamdani is concerned, I feel like one of the biggest things that I liked about him was the fact that he was willing to speak truth to power, even if I knew it was hollow. Does that make sense? Because I'm seeing you on stage with all of these different people, especially Cuomo, handing it to this nigga, which, by the way, isn't hard. It's fucking Cuomo. He's a horrific nigga. He's been a horrific nigga for a long time. As well as what's his name? Mayor Adams. I can't remember his
Eric Adams.
Yeah, Eric Adams. Just evil together for New York in general, right?
Everybody was booing
even if he's not going to, even if all of the lies, even if they're all lies, right? When he's telling New Yorkers, "I'm going to freeze your rents," when he's telling New Yorkers, "I'm not going to let certain things, happen to you," what I will say is, even though I think everybody loves to see white people upset.
Yeah, it's fun.
Can't be your politic. And that's the issue. A lot of times, I feel like we don't want to look at people without rose-colored glasses because white people are mad. Mm-hmm. You know, because he's swearing on the Quran, white people losing their minds. Ah, oh, I'm drinking the white tears. Ah, oh, delicious.
Yeah,
Right?
we love to see it.
Love it, right? Delicious. However, if all of the things that you say are going to ring hollow to your actual constituents, then what does that mean? So I will say, at least he's saying the right things, right? But then when he says, I can't support a global intifada, when he says, I can't, I would never defund the police.
Yeah, he said he wants to give the police more money, actually, and he still believes Israel should exist. So there's no.
I do believe that Israel should exist, regardless of the fact that I'm glad that he won, and I think he's going to do better for New Yorkers in general. Even if he comes through on 2 of the promises, if you come through on 2 of the things that you said, you're going to be better for New York. And that's just the truth. Yeah. But does that mean that I don't look at you like as a communist who I know you are, as somebody who is going to be a shill for Israel if needed?
I think this is why it's important to not stand any politician, because anyone that works for the state has to abide by everything that it stands for.
This man was Jadakiss today. I said, sir.
He's still a part of the white supremacist institution, which is the Democratic Party.
It's true.
The Democratic Party is a white supremacist institution as well. So we have to remember that. So
I don't think.
I think this is why it's like, yes, it's okay. You know, I'm not trying to take the joy out of this shit. Like I said when he got elected, you need joy to have a revolution. You need to have some type of hope.
Absolutely.
To have revolution.
There's no revolution without hope.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to yuck anyone's yum. But yeah, if you're a politician working for the settler colony, which is the United States of America, you're not going to get up there and say abolish the police.
The way that us as communists are going to be like, abolish the fucking police, which also is going to mean abolishing the IDF, because they train our police force. They teach them to kill us. I'm not going to pretend those things aren't happening. I refuse. I refuse to pretend those things aren't happening. And I feel like it's really stupid for me to go on this. It almost feels like people want me to suspend belief and be like, oh no, he's going to make this such a better place, and New York's going to be the place to move, and all of these different things. I think things will improve for poor people now that he's in office. But do I think he's going to dismantle white supremacy while he is in there? No. No. No, I don't.
And we know the only way that white supremacy can end is settler colonies cannot exist without violence. The only way white supremacy can end is if America ends itself.
Zoran Mamdani is now the new mayor of New York. In New York, there is Central Park. Central Park used to be a black town. Is he going to give back those people their fucking money?
Well, you ain't have to bring that up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I can't. It was almost with the whole Kamala thing. Like, you don't think I want to go on this train with you? Of course I do. But I read too much.
Yeah. And we know the job of the presidency at the end of the day.
Sadly, because I read too much, and I read it too much, especially in reference to history, I know what power systems do to people who are fighting it. Propaganda exists, my love. And I would love to be there in the same place that everybody else is. But let me tell you something. All I can do is prepare for the worst and hope for the best. I hope that Zoran Mamdani comes in on any of the promises. But don't you think I'm looking at this nigga? What? Huh? He works for the state. All right. That's it. That's all I got to say. I don't know. We can...
Period.
No, for real. We can I do want to move on to your next topics in particular, Aaron, because I thought this was very important because I actually don't hear this being talked about a lot at all. Which is gay baiting in porn. First of
Yeah,
all,
gay bait.
explain what gay baiting is, and then talk about gay baiting in porn.
So gay baiting is usually you have gay baiting is when you have straight men who like to like tease and do kind of like homoerotic things, like but more extreme even. For example, you have a lot of straight men who are making OnlyFans. Let's be real, cishet women are not subscribing to men's OnlyFans like that. But you know who is subscribing to OnlyFans like that? Gay men. A lot of cis gays, especially, are spending money on these creators, and then will be demand say, "Hey, well, we want to see you do more. You know, we want to see you do more than just rubbing on your body. We want to see gay shit, like you said. You got this creator on here, and all y'all doing is just rubbing on each other. We want to see some more of that." And then when we say that, then they call them, "Well, no, I ain't no F slur, and ain't this and that and that." And that's why I say, "Gay, stop spending your money on straight men's adult content just because they are desirable." I know they're desirable. Ooh, desire. Ooh, it's so pretty.
They don't desire you, baby.
But they don't desire you at the end of the day. And that's pretty much what that is. Because again, girl, yes, some women do spend money on OnlyFans, but come on now, you got a dildo in one hand and a douche bottle in the other hand, and another desirable man standing in the background, and we saying we want to see y'all two go at it and go at it, go at it. And oh, I ain't no punk, I ain't no F slur, I ain't this and I ain't that. Fuck all y'all actually, and blah 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 blah. And it's like, on the other hand, I'm like, well, gays, I keep telling y'all to stop doing this in the first place.
Because you're giving them money.
They are using y'all and the shit that you go through, and they're using it, and they know they're desirable.
But what's worse is I've heard a lot of black gay men. Well, obviously, I'm not looking at any other people than black people, but whatever. But I'm seeing a lot of people out there saying like, well, I already know what I'm getting into. I know he's not into me. I just like what I like. I can't just like what I like. And I feel like that's such a cop out. I feel like that's such a cop out because you liking what you like is still supporting people who do not support you.
I would say just don't. Hey, it's nothing wrong. You like what you like. You want to be strictly trade DL only, right?
Oh,
that's what you like, or straight passing, all this other stuff. You like that? Okay, do your big one. But then tomorrow you'll complain about how they don't desire you. Well, he said it was too femme and all this other things, but it's like.
But isn't that what you were searching for? You're a super DL trade. Like you refuse to go after femme queens. You're like, oh, I don't do butch queens. I only do you. You go out of your way to disparage the people who would actually accept you the most. You know what? Let me shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I just think it's I just would like for more of us to stop doing that. Spend your money on actual. There are plenty of gay creators out here.
Fine as fine.
Okay, they don't like. I know what. Well, actually, no. I never could get. I used to be like, oh, the straight fantasy, trying to turn a straight man. Oh my god! But now that I think about it, I'm like, girl, I want someone that has experience anyway. Because when I say eat this peach, I don't want no hesitations. Like, I want you to actually dig in.
Right? You don't want them to go ahead and pretend that they a snake and they're just like,
like no, like I want, boring. So it's like there are plenty of Black queer creators out here who are fine as hell that you can subscribe to. Stop subscribing, especially if they are a straight white man. Girl, that's a whole other conversation. That's for the Hollywood black gays. Anyways, oh, did I say that? Hey,
queen. No, let me stop. Anyway,
God.
So listen. So Jay is so cool. So when it comes to the gay baiting in porn, what has been your experience with seeing it, and what do you think?
I didn't think I was gonna have to say this, but I one time I hooked up with one.
Oh, it's okay, girl.
It's okay.
Listen, that's the past, baby. I think we've all fucked some niggas before.
Do you know?
Yeah. I played around in the waters here and there, and they were very deep, and a lot of them were bottom as hell. Anywho, but my thoughts on this. Okay, so my thoughts on this pretty much is just the fact that I've noticed this type of things. I've seen this on my For You page all the damn time, honestly. And I can easily just tell, you can just by looking at them, they essentially do not want to do this. Like, you're looking at their face and they're just giving you attitude as they're working out. Like, don't make me have to turn around. Like, that type of crap. And I'm just like, the gays that are falling for this, I'm just like, this is what you like? Okay. And I'm just like, but it makes me laugh at the same time, because obviously these straight boys that do gay for pay, pretty much, they're the same boys from high school that were homophobic. They're the same fucking asswipes that would harass the hell out of you pretty much just because of the fact that you were queer at lunch or any time in school. Yeah. So when I see these type of fuckboys on my For You page, I'm just laughing, because I'm just like, hey, as long as you're not paying, get your pleasure out. But then again, it is funny to laugh at it. It's very funny to just laugh at the fucking losers that just weren't shit at all. They will never be shit, never will have shit, honestly. So they're just basically looking for the gay money. They're looking for that gay pay, pretty much. They're looking for those coins. And honestly, I'm just telling you, hey, don't spend a damn dime. I mean, don't spend it like a single dime, honestly. Just admire it as the humiliation. Right. Baby, why are you going on OnlyFans?
Just saying.
You know that shit is free, right?
Yeah,
all you gotta do is type in the website. Baby, you do realize there's a thing called pirating corn, right?
Bro, get a VPN if you don't know what pirating is. Just have... Like it don't. It's not. It doesn't.
And OnlyFans always getting hacked, so I don't even know what are you even paying shit for.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Oh, so moving on to our next topic, which is actually yours, Jay, is so cool. Isn't it ironic on how straight people are reacting after Heat Rivalry was released? Now, I did not.
Did you guys see it? Did you see it? I know you saw it.
I haven't
Aaron,
finished all of it yet.
I only watched like the first episode, so I haven't finished it yet.
I've watched. I pirated it. Don't tell nobody. But I've like seen, like I've like gotten like a little snippets of what's going on, and even the promiscuous scenes, obviously. So it's really good, actually. I mean, I wouldn't just say it's just basically, you know, because like it's just like one of those things, like why does everything got to be about queer, like, and not why does everything like got to be about sex when it comes to queerness? And it's just like, nah. I think this is the entertainment that it was intended for. Obviously, while there's obviously queer male shows out there that we can clearly watch that are like meant for like, you know, that are not really necessarily meant for like the sex type of activity of the entertainment, maybe here and there. So we have plenty of that, but we don't always have like, because we haven't had like last time we had a Queer as Folks was like probably back in 2005. So it's been like 20 years since we got something like this.
Folks? I did.
I love Queer as Folks, honestly. I love that show. It's one of my favorites, honestly, including Noah's Ark. So here's the reason why I want to bring this up pretty much. So I've been noticing like every time, because like even growing up, they've been saying this for a long time. Straight people come with the same amount of logic and words pretty much every time a queer show comes out. They did this with Pose. I think that one as well too. I've seen so many people came out like straight people coming out and saying the same thing. Oh my God, why can't there just be like a show towards girls and boys pretty much? Why can't just two guys can't just be friends, honestly? Oh my God. Like why can't we find straight shows no more? And it's just like, okay, baby, you have a massive dumps of it on our screen 24/7. Our whole life is surrounded by it. You dominate television, for crying out loud. You're the first bitches that were on television. You dominate the music industry. You dominate actings in plays. You dominate video games. Name a video game where you could play as a gay male or as a queer male. Ooh. I'll give you one. Bully.
Bully?
Yeah.
Bully.
You can kiss. Yes, you can kiss boys in that game. It's one of my favorite, pretty much. You can kiss boys in that game. Saints Row as well too. But yeah, even Life is Strange. Even then, the second season. Yeah. So obviously, when it comes down to this type of stuff, it's just like you dominate everything. So why can't we have one fucking thing? Like it's so ridiculous because it's just like they want to just have a moment. They just always want to make a moment out of themselves. And even when it comes down to even like it's gotten to the point where queer people have had to go out of their way to make fan fictions of their like straight shows pretty much that they write, they watch, and pretty much make a ship two of their male characters or their two girl same sex characters, just to see themselves in the lights that they don't seem seen in it. And then you have, I'm pretty sure we all seen the black girl came on here and say, I can't have shows no more without my kids seeing it. They always seeing this. I don't want this guy shit on my TV. And it's just like, okay.
Starting with no tea, no shade, by the way.
Yeah, it's always the queer slangs. Fuck you. And it's just like,
clacky.
Yeah. Because it's just, and every time I think it's funny. Because like it's when you do get this out of them, which is so hard to, because they love to gatekeep the fuck out of it. So when you ask them, okay, so what kid show is your child watching that you turn on for your child that have queer people on the screen? And sometimes they struggle to even answer this question, and they'd be like, no, it's just the fact that everything. Okay, so what show was it? It wasn't a kid show. It was an adult show, ma'am, sir. Whatever. Why is your child watching Empire with you? That show's not even for straight kids. Why is your child watching stuff that it has nothing to do with kids?
Like that's an adult show, and you're
like
they
why
love
can't
to
admit
my
how
child
much
watch
of
an adult show with me? Yeah. I feel like you got to do more work, a little more reflection, just a tad.
Like you could tell pretty much that they are very comfortable with admitting how much of a shitty parent they are, because it's just like, if it's so easy for you pretty much to show your child stuff that is not even supposed to be in their range of stuff that they should be watching. Ooh, girl, what the hell?
Yeah, and I think like it's because since it's heteronormative, they don't really care if it's an adult show, long as it's not gay, because that's like the worst possible thing. I don't want my kids. Oh,
you guys hear
they're
me?
not old enough for that. How they love saying that. They're not old enough for stuff like that yet. And that's because they equate queerness to strictly sexual, and just a bunch of sexual deviants running around.
Can you guys hear me though? Is my audio like, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm sorry. I cut off because like my laptop was trying to update. I was like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. So yeah, it's really weird, honestly. We just can't have a moment to ourselves. They always want to barge up in, like, even in our shows, even like for crying out loud, when you watch our shows, they're everywhere. There's more straight characters than our own self. It's like, that's why when it comes down to like all the other like queer shows, like I love shows pretty much where there's like, specifically just queer people, honestly. And there's not that many straight people, like queer as folks in the L Word, honestly, and even Noah's Ark. It's so amazing and uplifting when we see our art pretty much and seeing our stories being told. And it doesn't even have to always be romance. I want more stories in even video games I want stories of gay men playing as pirates, bisexual men being a robot, pretty much, and pansexual women being a superhero. Like, I want more of our stuff to be more not just based off of just a romance fiction. No, it could be that, but it can also be more like creative, honestly. And that's the thing we need more like advertise on for our existence, honestly. Because like you just see all this type of stuff, and it's just like I've been hearing these same lines for like my whole life, honestly. Hell, even Degrassi, they say the same thing pretty much. Why can't it be about like why is it always got to have them on the screen? Oh my god! And it's just like, bitch, turn the screen off. Look away.
You see what I'm doing? I will say it is that I'm gonna be 39, and I grew up with Disney and DreamWorks and all of the things that are indoctrinated to children, and all I saw was cis men and cis women making out, and I still turned out pretty fucking gay. So this indoctrination that you feel like is happening also doesn't work. You failed. So why wouldn't we also fail? Even if that was our goal, wouldn't we also fail because you failed? Look at us. Gay as fuck.
Gay as fuck.
So we watch the same movies. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Vogue. Like, what are we talking about?
Grew up in a very Christian household at that. Two very heterosexual parents I had. and I'm the complete opposite of all the things they stand for. Y'all, it's y'all fault. Y'all keep having gay babies. Y'all don't want to have. Y'all tired of the gays. Stop having gay babies.
Stop, listen, if you could stop having gay babies, we wouldn't be here.
And even then,
Well,
you're
maybe
neither
this.
or when you're first born because it's like a developmental thing.
Facts. Big facts.
You're not born straight or gay. You just be like
You're like you're a child. Okay,
like.
whatever. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Do you slither out the womb 6 feet, or do you develop into us being 6 foot?
Do you know what I mean? Oh my goodness. But moving on to our next topic. The next one is gonna be Aaron's. And I think I put this up and I said, how should black queer people find community? And you were like, you know what, you can leave that for me.
Yeah, this is a easier said than done question because unfortunately we like yes we are all we got to be honest, but also we have to make sure that we have the right mindset, a communal mindset at that. And I've noticed a lot, especially here in Atlanta, a lot of black gays still are very individualistic and are still trying to look at me, look at what I got on, or I make more than you, and it's very competition out here.
It's
I've
very capitalistic out
very
here. It
capitalistic,
is. It is.
and it's like if you don't have that, then it's like okay, then go. What are we doing? Because we don't have a safe space nowhere.
And the fact that we're actually going to divide ourselves by classism on our own without any kind of help. It's like, damn, white supremacy has done our job. It's done the job because here we are looking at like, oh no, I want to be in a community, but oh, you're broke.
That's why it's important as, and again, grew up in it. It's important as ballroom is to me. I have to call out some of the classism, some of the elitism that is in some of these categories, especially like the opulence category, like all the things.
Opulence.
I have to call it out because how, but we're supposed to be communal at the same time. So it's like a little contradiction there. And there's a lot of that, a lot of, I got my own this, I got my own that. What do you got? How much money you make? That's like one of the first questions I get when I match with a lot of these black gay men here
Mm-hmm.
is how much do you make, or like what you do for work on the first or second sentence of matching.
I think that's the only reason that I slightly feel sorry for straight men, but because the patriarchy got everybody by the balls.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's normal to be like, oh, what you make, what do you have, what do you bring to the table, and that's on all fucking sides. And I'm not saying go ahead and date someone who you don't align with, but Jesus Christ, I feel like we're so fucking superficial. It's this is not normal how ridiculously superficial black people are to other black people. Period. And the fact that that has gone over so much into the black queer community, which has done everything that it can to find community members, to find safety. If you look at the homeless population, especially in the state of Georgia, do you know how many of these people are black queer people? Black queer children? And then we have the audacity to have capitalism on the fucking brain. Like, I'm sorry, I can't go with you on that journey, my friend. I can't.
I think you're muted.
Oh, you're muted. Yeah, you're muted. Oh no, you're fine. But no, I think that one of the most important kind of parts of this is that when it comes to black queer people finding community, it's gonna be harder than you think because you can't just see, just like when it comes to other black people, you can run into a Candace Owens, man.
For and then again, this whole Nicki Minaj situation,
Ooh,
a lot of black gay men love Nicki Minaj to death.
to the point where it's almost sad. It's almost sad to see them stand on some shit they never would have stood on a year before, but because they're queen, I don't, nigga, how are we doing monarchies as black? You know, let me shut up.
Child.
It feels really, really stupid.
Mm.
And honestly, shame on those black gays who thought that who finally decided to wake up just now. I'm sorry.
And
I'm
then you even
sorry.
got some saying, well, she maybe being Republican ain't too bad. Everyone has their own things, and Trump ain't. I'm like, oh, see, this is how parasocial relationships work. This is what I'm talking about.
Why could you draw the line at
At the
transphobia and homophobia, but not
and
at non-consensual sex?
not being a great apologist.
How did you draw the line there? And I know that there are some people who have said, well, I didn't want to go ahead and hold her responsible for the doings of men. But my love, I need to be super clear when I say this. A cosign is compliance. You are complicit. You testified on
It's
behalf of your brother and you fucking the other one. My love, you're complicit. You are paying people to harass your husband's victim. My love, you're complicit. And the fact that we were able to hear all of those things, and only just now for the ones who have decided to wake up, I need you to understand how selfish you are. Because it only stopped at you when it was uncomfortable. That's all.
I'm sorry about that interruption. My sister walked in. Um, so as far as I'm aware, for us to find community, I really feel like there is this thing called the Trevor Project. Honestly, if you are a Black queer person, it helps out with like your mental health and stuff like that, and contacting them um, if you're experiencing like issues pretty much with your mental health, and just have somebody to chat to. Um, but when it comes down to like being active in your community, um, it's just like you said, Sid, pretty much when we talk once, pretty much it's just like try to find Facebook groups, honestly, on on like Facebook, just like where you live at, honestly, to get more in contact with your people. Right now I do have like a Facebook group that I talk to. It's a Black queers Facebook group that I talk to here and there. It's not 100% complete. It was like you could just chat with people, honestly, just you're just vibing in the room, and just conversations that you just want to talk about, word discourses and stuff like that. But obviously I really think it comes from you just building your own, honestly, because you never know if you're going to come across a Black queer person that's a Zionist. You never know you're going to come across a Black queer person that is anti-Black, and it's pretty tough, honestly. And it's kind of the main reason why we really need to start normalizing things like the Trevor Project, honestly.
Oh, Hallie says happy birthday, Aaron.
Oh, thank you.
No, I think that one of the biggest things that I have seen in reference to community is people really starting to, once they start to decolonize and then start to reach out, they're going to find the people that they need to reach. Because I'll be honest with you, um, as you go through your decolonization, as you start to deconstruct all of the things that you've been taught, there are going to be friends who stick around, and there are going to be people who fall by the wayside. And then when you start to find people who are like, damn, you're on the same wavelength that I am, you're going to start to find community that way. And I'm being so for real. I don't think that I think that, and also we have to reach far, way far outside of just social media and being online. I've been lucky. I've been lucky. I've been lucky. I met Aaron online and we live together now. Do you know how nuts that is? I met this nigga on
Wild.
Instagram.
Wild.
That's insane,
We've
honestly.
been living together for the last 2 years. Do you know how
And
crazy
then
that
how we met
Luck,
was from
very luck.
a transphobic comment, and we both said, "Oh no, ma'am, let's
we
drag these hoes."
people in the shade room.
Yeah, we was on the shade room dragging and educating at the same time.
Bruh, and then Aaron
What
was
you
like, "Can
guys
I
like?
call you?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
I was like, bitch, I like what you said, bitch.
You look at you guys were like looking at each other in the comments like, oh, okay, let's get her.
I'm like,
Let's see each other.
that's literally how the
Oh my
fuck it went.
god.
So again,
I'll
I
never forget
think,
meeting you guys for the first time as well too on here on
bruh, no,
TikTok.
seriously, it's like it was. I have just been really blessed in that way, right? I think
Mm-hmm.
that we need to think so far outside of social media because we have stories like me and Aaron. People are going to think, "Oh, girl, I don't got to go outside to meet to do." And listen, I'm talking to myself as well as a person who refuses to leave the house on many an occasion, right? Um, but I'm talking to the introverts. I'm talking to the neurodivergents. I'm talking to all of us who are like, I don't want to go outside to find community. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to. I just happen to luck the fuck out. I'm just being fucking for real. Um, we are going because we have to go out there to see where people's heart really lies. When you decide that I'm going to go out there and I'm going to go ahead and just, I want to make some food to give to homeless people. Cops come. Oh, you can't be giving food to homeless people. The person next to you who is defending that shit, it may end up being a community member of yours, but you're never going to find out until you leave the house and figure that shit out for real. And I'm being honest. It sucks. It sucks. You know how much I love to be in this bed? I love it here. It feel good here.
Okay, look, what Life 360 said?
Don't be bringing up Life 360 right now. Because that's what made me leave the house. It said, you spent 14 days inside. I said, oh my God.
I was like, so that's why she leaving.
I was like, because I didn't expect to tell on me like that to my face. I didn't expect it to say that to me and it felt rude, even though I was just reading it. I felt there was an attitude in the way it texted me. So I said, nah, I have to leave the house.
Girl, it said, you know it's grass outside, right, girl?
And I said, fuck you, bitch. No, but
Not where I live, it's snow everywhere.
No,
I don't even like
I see grass on National Geographic too. No,
right.
Let me stop.
The fact.
So I think that at least when it comes to finding community, I think that it's super important to be able to reach out and also be real with your actual community members because they may not be the community members that you actually need in your life, but you refuse to have uncomfortable conversations because a lot of you don't want to have confrontation. Oh, I don't want to talk about that because maybe I won't have a community member anymore. Maybe that's not the right community member for you to have.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, I did not realize that we was gonna talk so much during this podcast, child. I didn't realize this was gonna go on.
I did. It's the three of us too.
No,
Oh yeah,
it's the three of us. We may actually we're gonna have to do a part two because I didn't realize we were on for so long. I got text messages and stuff coming in. But anyway, I want to say first and foremost, thank you so much. Jay is so cool.
Oh, we're done?
Yeah, we have to go ahead.
No! Oh my God,
yeah,
I
we have to go ahead and wrap it up. I didn't think we was gonna talk for this long, Fred.
Damn.
But that's why I said we're gonna have to do a part two. So the next time that we are all available, we're gonna be able to tackle the rest of the topics in here.
How many did we get through?
We actually we only have 4 topics left. So by the time the next comes in, we just add in a 5th and we'd be good to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But yeah, no. No. That was crazy. No, but I know, but I honestly, I just want to first and foremost, I want to thank you so much, Jay. It's so cool for coming in and actually spending all of this time with us. And also, I cannot wait. We're all going to go ahead and schedule the next day that we can go ahead and come in so we can do.
Oh, we can wait. Like, what time this? Could it be this week or probably next week or something like that?
Next week.
Next week.
Oh. All right, I got it.
Yeah, next week. Yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and make sure we upload part 1. Okay, and by the way, we just uploaded an episode. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. We just uploaded an episode. Don't be greedy. All right. But but I just want to thank you so much for being so patient and appreciating all of your time for coming in today.
Thank you guys so much. Honestly, this was really fun. Can't wait to come back next time to finish it all up. Honestly, I thought we were gonna get through it today, but damn.
No worries. But again, I just want to thank everybody for being in the live, whoever's been in the live. I've seen people in the live today, and I was just like, oh, look at that.
I noticed it too. I said at one point it got to 13. I said, oh,
I said 13 people watching
I'm
me.
scared of you, friend.
Shake them tits on that one. Okay, let me stop. Anyway, so I'm so stupid.
And to
Don't
all of the 2.5 one of you, 2.5 of you on my live,
listen.
I thank
So for
you.
the 14 people total that have been in the live, I just want to also thank y'all for watching. But remember, the earth is ghetto, but also being queer is African, and we will
Oh, let me.
see you.
Can I tell them my socials real quick?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're gonna
Okay.
have Jay
So
so cool socials.
okay, so my socials on TikTok is J is so cool, as you heard it, pretty much, and on Facebook, pretty much it is JS. It's not the full word of cool; it's just one word missing, just COL, pretty much. That is my Facebook, and TikTok once again. J is so cool.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, and also on YouTube, it's the same thing as well too. J is so cool on YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely. Jay is so cool is going to be the easiest way to go ahead and find them. Absolutely. But anyways, thank you so much for enjoying everything and for staying with us, and we will see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Peace. All right, bye, y'all.
Bye.
How do I close out? Honestly.
Me.
How do I close down here? Good.